Chelsea felt like she was living in a nightmare with no way out. Every day that passed, she was trapped in a world where her freedom was taken away, where her decisions were no longer hers. After being forced to marry Allison, Chelsea was exhausted, feeling like a puppet in the hands of a manipulator. But then, the appearance of Madison was like a ray of light in the dark, seemingly giving Chelsea a way out, a new hope. Madison, whom she had only known for a few dates, gave her the feeling that maybe she wouldn't have to live under Allison's control forever. When Chelsea confided in Madison about the fake marriage she was enduring, Madison did not hesitate to speak up. She affirmed that Chelsea was not Allison's wife, that their relationship was not real, and that she should not live in sadness because of such a fake marriage. Those words rang out in Chelsea's heart as an awakening, but also brought her confusion. Could she trust Madison? Was this her chance to rebuild her life? Or was this just sweet advice from Madison to achieve some goal that Chelsea didn't know about? Chelsea's feelings for Madison gradually became complicated. She couldn't deny that there was a special connection between them, a relationship that she had never had before. The hot dates and the sharing of real feelings made Chelsea feel like she could start over, could find love and freedom. But she also wondered if Madison really loved her, or was she just using this feeling to help her escape Allison's grip? This question haunted Chelsea every night as she lay in her dark room, thinking about the decisions to come. Madison, it seemed, had her own motives. She tells Chelsea that if they get married for real, it will be the only way for her to get away from Allison. But does Madison really only have Chelsea's happiness in mind? Or could there be another reason that she hasn't told Chelsea? Does Madison have a personal interest in this? A hidden purpose that she hasn't revealed? Maybe Madison sees in Chelsea an opportunity to get what she wants, or she simply wants to create a perfect image in the eyes of society. When Chelsea decides to enter into a real marriage with Madison, she not only wants a new life but also freedom from Allison's shackles. But does she really trust Madison? Or is it just an escape from a life she doesn't want anymore? The answer is not simple, because deep down in her heart, Chelsea still feels confused, still searching for a way to understand Madison better, to determine whether Madison's love is real or just an elaborate plan. With the decision to get married, Chelsea hopes to erase the memories of her fake marriage with Allison and start a new life. But what she cannot predict is the madness that Allison will go crazy when she learns about this marriage. Allison, who once forced Chelsea into a fake marriage, will not sit still when she sees Chelsea marry Madison. Allison's rage will make everything chaotic, and in that chaos, Chelsea will have to face more difficult decisions than ever. Allison's appearance not only brings threats to Chelsea and Madison, but also highlights Chelsea's inner conflicts. Will she be strong enough to defend her decision, or will she return to Allison, who has taken so much from her? The relationship between Chelsea and Madison will not only be a sweet love story, but also an internal war, a struggle not only with Allison, but also with Chelsea's own doubts. Madison and Chelsea, on this journey, will face great challenges. Can love conquer all? Or will Chelsea become a puppet in the hands of another? Their story will not only be about love, but also about freedom, choice, and the courage to face what life brings. When Allison discovers that Chelsea is married to Madison, her anger will not be simply a knee-jerk reaction, but a calculated, dark explosion. Allison, who once forced Chelsea into a fake marriage, will now feel deeply betrayed. Not only will she lose control over Chelsea, but she will also be seen as a loser in the power game she set up. Chelsea marrying Madison, who Allison saw as a tool to manipulate Chelsea, will make her feel degraded and cruelly removed from Chelsea's life. For Allison, it was not just a shock but a serious insult to everything she had worked so hard to build. Allison is never one to give up easily, and she will not let Chelsea and Madison marry without facing the consequences. Immediately, her escape plan will become an important goal. Allison will not accept being imprisoned forever, and she will find every way to escape from prison. However, it will not be a simple escape. Allison is not a fool. She will calculate every step, and her plan will not be just a simple sabotage but a meticulously planned strategy to deal with Chelsea and Madison. Finding a way to escape from prison will not only be a physical problem for Allison, but also a psychological problem. She will not rush, will not act impulsively, but will start to create elaborate tricks to capture the attention of those around her, make the guards relax, and so that she can find the right opportunity to escape. Allison is not someone who can be defeated by strength, but she is a master of tricks. However, the escape plan will not be perfect from the beginning. She will face many challenges, including misjudging the timing and method of execution, but her determination will be the biggest driving force to help her overcome all of them. When Allison escapes, her goal will be to directly confront Chelsea and Madison. But instead of choosing a direct confrontation from the beginning, Allison will not do it the way everyone expects. She will use tricks, stealthily approaching Chelsea and Madison, like a ghost following the two. Allison will not rush into an open confrontation, but instead, she will try to infiltrate their lives secretly, cleverly luring Chelsea into a trap that she has planned in advance. Even though Madison and Chelsea want to live in happiness and peace, Allison will never let it happen easily. She will have clever ways to make Chelsea doubt Madison, push her into stressful situations, making her unable to trust the person she is marrying. Especially, in this process, Allison will constantly think about the possibility of kidnapping Chelsea again, as a way to force her back to her. Allison's jealousy and anger will never subside, and kidnapping Chelsea again may be the final step in her revenge plan. Both Madison and Chelsea will have to face a cunning, ruthless, and always scheming enemy. Chelsea and Madison's marriage will not be a happy ending, but an opening for a new war. Allison, with all her calculation and madness, will not give up this war. She will do everything to take Chelsea back, and her persistence will be a great threat to Chelsea and Madison's happiness. The relationship between Chelsea and Madison will certainly have to go through a tough test when facing Allison's unyielding opposition. Their marriage is not only an act for Chelsea to seek freedom from the previous coercion, but also a decision to directly confront their greatest enemy. But when Allison learns that Chelsea is really married to Madison, she will not stop at feeling offended. Allison's rage will be a terrible threat, not only to Chelsea but also to Madison, whom she regards as a new enemy. This relationship will be pushed into a dangerous situation, when Allison will constantly interfere in their lives, using every trick to destroy their happiness. Allison, with her scheming nature and tireless determination, will not leave Chelsea and Madison alone. She will start using every means to destroy this relationship. Using violence, threats, and intrigue is something Allison does not hesitate to do. Chelsea and Madison will have to face psychological undercurrents and real danger. This will raise a big question. Are they strong enough to protect their marriage from Allison's relentless attacks? To protect their marriage, Chelsea and Madison will have to be stronger and more united than ever. Madison will be the one to stand up to protect Chelsea, but she also realizes that she is facing an extremely dangerous enemy. She will find a way to protect Chelsea not only physically but also mentally. Madison will have to plan to deal with any intrusion from Allison, while trying to maintain peace in their relationship. Chelsea, though confused, will have to learn to face her own fears and trust Madison. Together they will form a strong alliance, not only in love but also in the fight against Allison. Their relationship will be tested by unexpected events, forcing them to learn to trust and support each other in the face of danger. Madison may have to make difficult decisions, sometimes decisions she doesn't want to make, but it is the only way to protect Chelsea and the love they have built. Both will have to fight not only against Allison but also against the guilt, anxiety, and pressure of complicated relationships that they cannot avoid. As for Chelsea and Madison's wedding, it will be a big event, not only for them but for everyone involved. However, a wedding in such a tense setting will certainly not be peaceful. The wedding will become a dramatic highlight when Allison's presence is indispensable. She will try to disrupt the ceremony, possibly by intruding and causing chaos. Allison's appearance, whether sudden or subtle, will cause tension and put Chelsea and Madison in an extremely awkward position. Things will start to get chaotic as soon as people start to gather at the altar. Allison will somehow appear and disrupt the ceremony, perhaps by threatening, attacking, or causing panic. She may use a powerful mental weapon, such as revealing some dark secret about Chelsea or Madison, or even a terrifying secret from their past. These secrets will make everyone, including the wedding guests, suspicious and worried, especially if Allison reveals things that Chelsea cannot face Madison or herself. This will turn the event into a disaster, not only mentally but also physically. Chelsea or Madison's past secrets may be exposed, changing everything at the wedding. For example, if one of them has a shady past or an unacceptable truth, this revelation will put their relationship at risk of breaking up. Allison's bitter words can leave Chelsea in a state of confusion and not knowing what to do. Will she continue to trust Madison, or will she succumb to the unacceptable truth? In short, Chelsea and Madison's wedding will not be just a simple ceremony but a psychological war. Allison's opposition will not only destroy their lives but also make them face dark secrets and challenges they never thought of. Can they overcome all these challenges to build a happy married life? Or will they have to give up on the relationship and live in fear and doubt? Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. All the content I make is just speculation and personal sharing. If you find the video interesting and useful, please support me with a like and leave a comment. If you have better ideas or more interesting guesses, please share them in the comments section for everyone to discuss. I appreciate all your contributions and support. Sincerely, thank you.